Hello everybody, welcome to Gregsbeerreviews today. Time to take that walk and go see what's in the fridge today. Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. We got us a metal bottle. Reminds me of the Budweiser bottles and some of the other stuff that the big guys use. But this is S'more Stout from Base Camp Brewing, 22 ouncer. These guys are out of Portland, Oregon. I cannot get this beer here in Virginia. It's definitely a West Coast beer. I don't know how far out from the West Coast it comes. This particular one I got from Donovan and the guys out there at Servall Liquors, or if you're on the internet, it's craftcity.com. Check them out. They have thousands of beers listed on their website. If you're not on the West Coast, you can, if your state allows it, you can order some beers from them like I do, and they'll package them up and ship them in a real nice container that's made for shipping beer. The only thing is, there's got to be someone there to sign for the beer when it comes, because it's got alcohol stickers on the box. So if you're dying to try some West Coast style beers, especially the ones that's done in California, Washington, Oregon, Donovan and the guys out there get their hands on some a lot of stuff that's on the West Coast. So I'm not recalling anything from Base Camp that I've done before. And it's got stuff written on the bottom. Let's see if I can decipher it. Man, there's a bunch of numbers. 7/27/2015 on this one. So this one was done in July 27th of 2015. So, and it's got a bunch of stuff written on the back. The commercial description is the same as what it's got here. And let me read that to you. This is a 7.7%er. I think that's what it is on the bottle. Well, I actually don't see it. Yep, there it is underneath the little Q code, 7.7%. It says here the IBUs are 70 on this beer. And like I said, very unique aluminum style bottle. I hope it don't have a metallic taste to it. Commercial description says, to triumph over mountain, wave, wind, or boulder, you need a good base camp. Your base camp helps you rally your adventurous spirit to conquer the next challenge. Cozy up and take a break from your winter trek with our S'more Stout. The S'more Stout is an absolute all-star aroma of chocolate, coffee, fig, and smoke. It invites you to this gigantic maltiness that is distinct in its smooth and refined character, with flavors of chocolatey malt and hints of smoke mingling with rich caramel and dark fruit. We recommend topping it with a roasted marshmallow to enjoy the ultimate s'more stout experience. Well, I don't have any marshmallows. Damn. But anyway, let's get on with this one. If you're in the San Diego area, you can stop by Servall Liquors and pick up some stuff. And if you're not, you can go to the Craft City website and pick up some stuff that way, and they'll ship it to you guys. Nothing else I need to talk about there, so over to the food pairing. Since it is a stout, it goes well with your chocolate dishes, of course. Since cuisine is barbecue, cheese is buttery, brie, Gouda, Havarti, Swiss, earthy, camembert, patina, and the meat for this is beef, shellfish, smoked meat, and game and grilled meat. Glass bars, pint, becker, tumbler, mug, stein, and side ale. I'm going to use my favorite Sovereign beer glass today, guys. And it says here not recommended for standard cellarings unless ABV extends average range. 7.7%, it's almost 8%. So I don't know why you couldn't cellar this one. It's not a hop forward beer, so I don't see why you could not sell this beer for a while, guys. So let's get the cap off of this one. This will probably be the first one I've done in a metal bottle that I can recall. No hiss whatsoever. Not a good sign at all. None. Absolutely none. I'm going to go down the center and see if we got any carbonation. Yeah, it's got a little bit in there. I got absolutely no hiss off of that though, guys. And like I said, this is a big bottle. I mean, I don't think it's a 22. One pint, 6 fluid ounces, 16. It is a 22. Looks a little smaller than your typical 22 ounce. That pour give us about a finger of head over into the light. Through the bottom part here, where it's thinner, it's got a rich red ruby color. Not getting a whole lot through the big bold part of the glass, guys. Let's get a nose on it. It's got a metallic smell to it, guys. Rich roasted malt, just a hint of some smokiness in there. Not getting a big chocolate nose on it at all. Basically, I'm getting the metallic smell, guys, as much as I hate to say this. Let's give it a taste, see what we can pick up. Cheers, everybody. Not getting that big metallic in the taste. Rich roasted malt, a little bit of caramel and toffee in there. Very slight, and I say very slight, hints of the bittersweet chocolate. Maybe some hints of some figs or some dates in there. But it's right out of the fridge, so I'm sure a lot of those flavors may come out as it warms up to room temperature, and that's what I intend to do. So let's take it back and pour her a glass and sip on it for a while and see where this one ends up, guys. I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I'm back. I've been sipping on it about 35-40 minutes or so. Very decent beer. Definitely above average. Alcohol is very well hidden. I'm not getting the s'mores aspect of it. I'm not getting any graham cracker, or and they didn't have a marshmallow to put in it. A decent stout. A rich roasted malt, just a hint of smokiness in there, a hint of bittersweet chocolate, and just a tad of dark fruit, maybe even some figs or raisins or something like that in there. But I don't think it's an outstanding beer, guys, by any means. I was initially shocked there was no hiss when I popped the cap on the bottle, but it did have some carbonation when I poured it into the glass. So decent beer. I mean, it's above average, but like I said, I don't think it's quite to the outstanding range. A little on the thin on the mouthfeel, but a decent beer overall. Final chug. I liked it. Very nice. Was kind of hoping to get a little more of the, since I call it s'mores, a little more of the graham cracker, which I'm not getting. And like I said, don't have a marshmallow to put in it to get that taste. I don't put marshmallows in my beers, guys. Sorry. There's none in the house. I don't buy them to put in my beer. I'm sorry. If I was to put a numeric rating on this, guys, it would probably be an 88. 87 or an 88, somewhere in that area. I think it's a B+ beer, so that's what I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it to 7 in the scale. It did have the date on the bottom of it, but it doesn't have a whole lot of more information on there. Like I said, first time I've done one in the metal bottle. I don't know what's up with that, whether they can get these bottles cheaper than the glass bottles. Not sure. But first time I've had one in the metal bottle like this. So initially got a little bit of the metallic in the nose, but not a lot in the taste. And like I said, when I do get that initially, it usually goes away as it warms up to room temperature. But I didn't get it in the taste, so I was pleasantly surprised. Maybe that's because it's an aluminum bottle instead of a typical can that they use. But it was enjoyable. I did enjoy that. I don't know if I would go as far as to call it a s'mores beer. I mean, it doesn't taste any different than any regular stout of this magnitude. So it is what it is. I mean, if you add marshmallows and graham crackers to your regular stout, it's going to taste like a s'more too. So not getting where they went with this beer. So with that being said, like I said, I'm gonna give it the 7. That would be B plus, 87 or 88 in the scale. Over to Beer Advocate, they say 83 in the good range. It is a good beer. It is. I think it's a tad better than an 83, but beer tastes are subjective, guys. What I might think is an A, you might think it's a C, and what I might think is a C, you might think it's an A. So it depends on what you've been drinking and what you like and where your palate is at that time when you drink it. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says overall 88 and 77 in the style. I kind of agree with that more than so with the Beer Advocate numbers. I think it's in the upper B's rather than the lower B's. It's a decent beer, very well made beer, but not quite to the outstanding range or to the A scale as far as I'm concerned. So, with that being said, if you've had this one from Base Camp Brewing, they're out of Portland, Oregon, let me know what you think, guys, and come on back tomorrow. Let's go see what's in the fridge.